Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. I'm here today with River, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is River's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and the lots of motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. I'm using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and I keep the bulk of the leash folded in my right hand. That leaves my left hand to give those little corrections that I spoke of, and that is just a little tug and release on her martingale collar. And we'll show you, different collars, but I kind of like this one for her. Now she's sitting very nicely at my left, which is what we call heel position, where the dog's shoulders are even with your left leg. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you has been our hardest, and that is heeling. So River has us pretty well trained, and we're going to demonstrate her ability to walk properly on the leash, and I will confess that I'm using bribery. So we claim to not be a treat-based dog training school, but sometimes you just do what works. So the first exercise is heel, and the command is River, heel. And we take off walking. Come on. Good girl. This took weeks of training. Good girl, River. Come on, River. Good girl, River. Good girl. And when I stop my feet, River has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So when you stop to cross traffic or talk to someone on the street, she should be sitting nicely at your left to wait for her next command. River, heel. One of the tricks that we have learned while River has been here is if she feels very little tension on her leash, she tends to do much better. So she's not at a military heel, which is the shoulders almost touching your left leg, but she's walking on a leash. So we had decided to pick our battles, and now she's actually walking on the leash. River, heel. Good girl, Rev. Good girl, good heel, River, come on. And what do? Nice automatic sit. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit, stay. No, pay attention. Stay is a hand and a voice command. Stay. It's a one-word command. Your long sit, stay, and your homework is going to be practicing lengthening out your distance and the amount of time that she can hold it. This is a focus, concentration, and ability to pay attention exercise. Work slowly up to 3 minutes. When you return back to her, you should be able to walk all the way around her back to heel, and then you take off heeling again. River, heel, pay attention. Come on, little girl. You can do it. Come on, River. But if you notice, there's no tension on that leash. And she is staying with me, and she is sitting automatically when I stop. Stay. So I'm leaving her in another sit, stay. I'm actually almost behind her. She is watching me, but she's not getting up. So her stationaries are perfect. This time, instead of going back to her, I'm going to have her come to me. River, come. This is your come on command, and she's supposed to come and sit. Coming to you should always be happy, and I don't mind you giving her a treat for her to come. River, heel. And she goes back to heel and back sit. Very good. Good girl. Good girl. River, heel. And we'll show you that again. River, heel. Come on. She's smelling where other dogs have been, but she's walking. No, sit. Stay. And just the fact that this young puppy can hold these stays this long is really good. River, come. And sit, good girl. Good girl. River, heel. Back to heel. And back sitting. Very good. River, heel. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are your down commands, and there's two of them. The first one is the down from a heel position. So with her seated, where we started, we're going to take our left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down. And no, not over there. Sit, down, stay. Now your long down stay, your homework is going to be to practice up to 5 minutes. And it's boring to stand here for 5 minutes, but we also want you to be able to drop the leash and go further than 6 feet as you're practicing. Stay. When I return back, I return all the way back. I stop at her shoulders and she knows to get ready to do her next command. We're going to just turn around and face the camera again. Now pay attention. Sitting right next to me, down, down, stay. Now I'm not even giving her the treat. I have it in my hand, but I'm not even giving it to her. And this time, instead of returning back to her, I'm going to call her. River, come. Sit. Good girl. So periodically, I'm giving her the treat, but she knows I have it. So don't treat her every time. Make her work for it. Heel. Heel. Hey, right here. Sit. Good. Now, the last command that we're going to show you is your down from a distance. Stay. So you're going to leave her in a sit stay. And again, your homework is going to be to practice out the distance. Down, down, stay. I didn't give it to her. So the more commands that you can go through without actually giving her food is going to be our goal. River, come. Her sits are so adorable. Heel. And sit. Sit fresh. Sit fresh. Now we have demonstrated for you all of River's formal on-leash obedience commands. Her heeling, her automatic sit, her sit stay, her down from a distance, and her come. These are the commands that you're going to practice with her when she first goes home, until you feel confident that you can take off into the world. We're doing a lot of our videos inside these days because it's so bitterly cold and these little hairless dogs can't take it. She's done a great job. It took us a while to get where we wanted to go with her, but we love her in spite of the fact that she's probably one of the most stubborn Frenchies I've ever met. She's done a great job. I think you're going to be really happy with her progress, and we will see you soon. Thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.